Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing with the Hangman, and this episode is going to be a little bit different from the last few because, as you may know, we are now on the true ending, which is very similar to the good ending, except there's a few added scenes kind of here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm introducing the video now. I'm going to basically show my reactions to the new scenes as they pop up. And then I'm going to show the true ending, and then I'm going to show all the bad endings as well. But this video is not really like a one smooth journey. It's like I'm going to be kind of jumping around a lot. So yeah, this is just my little intro. Like, welcome. We're playing the Hangman. We're going to see all the endings today. So buckle in. Buckle up. You're in for a wild ride. Let's do this. Hello everyone and welcome back. I shit you not, I literally recorded the intro of this video like maybe 2 hours ago while I was just like before I did all of the necessary work to get everything done, and I already forgot like what I said in the intro, what order I was doing this in. So we're doing bad endings first. This is bad ending 1 for sure. I'm gonna put them in order once I'm done, but I'm just recording now. But this is bad ending 1 for sure, and so to get this ending you have to not go after Sophie and not give Keith his gun back, and that's the requirements for it. So let's see what happens. Wait, but I need to get out of here. But so Pop's basically gonna lead us to the gun now. Cause is this Keith's pistol? So it fell here through the hole. Pop, you goose. And we're still gonna end up falling down the trash chute.
Don't go in there! Pop, grab on, quick! Climb up! Ah! Oof.
Okay, so I just watched the scene where Ed beats up Rob and also where Will confronts him in the hallway. Neither of those are different from the true ending, so we'll see them later. And from the good ending that we watched in the last episode. So I think oh my god. What am I saying? I think I don't know where the ending actually diverges off from
Keith!
From earlier, but hopefully it's soon.
Why are you still here? I thought I told you to leave.
Ed killed Rob, and now he's gonna kill me!
What?
So, Ed...
Wait, first I'll get you out of here. Let's head for the exit.
Keith, my beloved Blorbo, you're gonna get your head smashed by a rock.
Get back!
Hi, Ed!
This
Sure hope you're not gonna do
He's-
anything bad or weird with my friend Keith.
I'm good.
Ed!
Don't move, Will, or else I'll snap his neck. The Now hang you up and cut open your stomach.
I was gonna say, I feel like normally Keith shoots at him here, but I wonder what he does instead.
That's it.
Maybe just punches him?
Thank you, Will. I'm really glad I met you.
Yeah, okay.
Run!
Oh my god!
Don't die now. You'll mess up the order. You're supposed to be hanged first.
Oh my god.
After you're hanged, then... Will, get back here. There's not much point in running. I know this building. I'll catch up quick. So, okay? Come back. Well!
Run!
Oh my god, Keith's such a real one. Keith really looking out for him. Will, baby boy. Oh god, he's gonna go back and fucking see Keith hung up. Is he gone? Keith. It's okay. He's still alive. Keith's alive. I need to go help him. No. No, he's not still alive. Fucking hear the dripping of the blood. That's so fucked up. That's going to happen to me too. I'll be killed like this. I'll be hanged like this. I'll be killed. He's going to kill me? He hung Keith wrong. You had to hang him upside down. I'm going to die?
No! No!
That's right.
Oh my god. You know what? That's so cool because we've heard literally every other voice that Will's heard except for the hangman here, and now we're hearing the hangman as well in this ending.
You'll be hanged like this too. It was going to happen sooner or later. Behold, this is what your future is. Cornered by the irrational, driven to death, you will be next.
No! I won't be hanged! Never! I'm not like you! I won't end up like you! I'll do it! If doing nothing will get me killed, then I'll...
Ed. He's Ed, I wouldn't.
You came back. I went pretty far looking for you. Well, let's get started. I'm going to the police station, so I need to be quick. Will? Why? Well, it hurts. My leg hurts.
Why? What do you mean why? You're literally threatening to hang him.
It hurts. My arm. Stop. Will. Don't shoot. No. Rob, help. Please. No. Help.
Serves you right!
And even when Ed's like, even at the very end, like, Ed's still looking for somebody to help him and to tell him what to do. Like, in this case, it's Rob. My boys.
This is because you left me no other choice! I guess it's that simple. It's kill or be killed. If I don't do anything, then someday I'll be driven into a corner and killed. So then, anyone who corners me, I'll do this to them.
And if you guys remember, Pop actually does say that if, oh my gosh, it's getting so loud. Pop actually does say that even a cornered rat can claw back at a cat once, but then once it does, it'll get a taste for blood, and that's literally like kind of the premise of this ending, where Will was driven into a corner and he does draw blood, but now he's just like kind of like bloodthirsty, if that makes any sense.
That's right. That's what I came here for, isn't it? Anyone who makes me or Mom suffer, I won't give them a chance. I'll get rid of them all. That's what I need to do to live. I'll never be a hangman.
David better lock his door up. That's all I'll say.
David? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have disappeared like that. I wanted to talk about something, but I got too nervous and ran away. But it's okay now. Okay. Thank you. I'll be fine. I won't get lost again. I'll head there now, David.
No, David. And the hood's back, like the hood's back up and everything, so. Bad End 1. A cornered rat. Hey, yo. Okay, and so that's Bad End 1. Cool. Yippee! And now this next ending is a mystery because I can't recall which one is which. So 148 or 149? I think 149 is the one where well, I can just check. So this is... Okay. So this is 149. And... Okay, so this is the ending where, I went after Sophie, but I didn't give Keith his gun back. It'll be, I'm not really sure if this is ending 2 or 3. It'll be labeled in the actual final video, but as of right now, I'm not too sure. So let's just see what happens. Oh, the gun's broken. He just made a comment on the gun being a little bit, like something bent out of place on the gun. So I think this is Bad End 3, actually. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping I would just do them in order proper, but... Alas.
Oof.
Get out of the garbage, Will. We have things to do. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this scene is different for this ending. For these 2 endings. Because Sophie is here now. But let's just watch and see.
Sorry.
That's neither here nor... Yes, him. Let's get out of here. Quickly. First things first, I'll get you to Sunnyside. My colleague Miles has a beach...
You...
You... Shut up! What was...
Once I'm done with...
You don't have to do that. Listen, yes, you... But our old man...
Thank... Ends with...
Who's there?
I didn't even hear anything. What? Sophie? Why is she here? Ah, because she promised me she'd come back?
You. Who are you? Will's friend. Did you hear us talking?
I didn't hear anything.
Don't lie!
Let go! Let go of me!
Rob, no violence.
She was listening to the whole thing. She knows I was hiding you. And your next hiding place.
No!
Oh my
Help,
gosh, poor
somebody!
girl.
Mr. Keith! Mr. Keith!
You know that detective too?
Rob!
Come on!
Oh no. Sophie, I have to go save her. She's not gonna be able to. I can't move my legs. Gotta hurry or else Sophie, but... Nah, that's... girly. Girly pop. Wrong place, wrong time.
You leave right away and get to Sunnyside. I'll head back to the hotel for now. I need to prepare things.
Rob.
I'm sorry for everything. I won't abandon you anymore. If you're going to hell, I'll come with you.
Oh my god. Guys, that's fucking crazy. Damn, you know that, like, Rob leaving Ed behind was, like, probably, like, the biggest regret of his life then. If he's trying so hard to make up for it now.
I'm sorry.
Sophie, is she still okay? I need to look for her. Dog, I doubt she's okay after that, like... Yeah, the
Sophie!
strangulation. He strangled her to death.
Sophie! Get up! Hey! Come on, Sophie! Now!
She's not breathing? It takes a long time to strangle someone, though. That would not have happened that quickly. It's my fault. If I'd gone to help Sophie sooner, you would have gotten killed too. I need to find Keith, find him and tell him about this. I wonder if Ed's just gonna be there still or no. Oh good. I just wanted to see if he'd make any comment about the bad feeling in that place, because that was the last room. Keith! Sophie's dead.
Keith!
Why are you still here? I thought I told you to leave. What's wrong?
Sophie! Sophie's...
Sophie? What about her? Hey! Sophie's still here too, is she? I'll find her. You get out. I'll get you to the exit.
No, she's dead. Is what she is. I wonder what happens if I walk down here. Oh, it won't let you. It literally will not let you walk.
Get back!
Keith? Keith! Keith! So much... Ah!
I'm really curious about, like, how this is a shift in Ed's psyche now. Because now it's like, is he, like, distracted from, like, the whole hanging thing because Rob's a murderer now, too, for him? or like, because like, you know, he can't like make up the misfortunes for Rob kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm curious. Oh.
Are you Edward?
You're a detective, huh? I saw you in a magazine my father had. You're bleeding a lot. My coat's dirty, but it should stop the blood.
Oh, so Ed tried to help him instead.
Don't touch Keith!
Will, he's wounded.
I said don't touch him! Get away from him!
Will?
Move! Get out of here! Don't lay a finger on Keith!
Oh, but the gun's broken.
Will, calm down. Put down the gun.
But I need to treat him.
Shut up! You damn murderer! You killed Sophie!
He didn't kill Sophie. Rob killed Sophie.
What?
Sophie, she came back here for me. She made that promise with me. Why? Why did you do that to Sophie? You bastard! I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, he just noticed the gun's broken.
Wait, don't fire. That gun's...
No, don't shoot. Will, please!
Shut up!
Oh my god, just blew off his fucking hands. Oh my god.
My hands. My hands.
It's okay, Will. Calm down. It'll be okay.
I love that Keith's like fucking actively bleeding out and he has to now treat Will. Holy shit.
Whoa! What's going on?
Call an ambulance. Get him to a hospital.
We still do know where Ed is going to end up, though, so...
Why did this happen?
The hammer broke when I dropped the gun. I noticed and tried to stop him, but it was too late. I take full responsibility.
Detective? Will wants to talk to you.
Oh my god, poor Richard. I literally just thought about Richard and I was like, no, Richard's probably tweaking.
It's all my fault. Sophie came back because I made that promise with her.
Like, Richard is probably just absolutely crashing out. Like, poor guy.
When Sophie got captured, I was too scared to move. I didn't go save her right away. That's why Sophie died.
Also, like, it's crazy, like, David less so, because David is in all the games, but he's not really super involved in any of them besides, like, Crooked Man and Boogeyman, but, like, it's crazy how much of a penchant Sophie has for just being around serial murderers. Like, she's literally, like, because, like, she was trapped, like, she was there in the Boogeyman, she's there here in the Hangman, and, like, Ed's technically not a serial murderer at this point. He becomes a serial murderer eventually, but, like, and then, yeah, she's like, and the Sandman's not really like like a physical murder case, but like, just think about like poor Richard dealing with Sophie, like every fucking year, it's just like a new incident with a serial killer.
Sophie's not dead.
He's lying.
Huh?
She was strangled and lost consciousness, but she's woken up now. She's at another hospital for inspection.
Thank goodness. I was so scared. I thought Sophie died because of me. In the end, the only idiot was me. I got the wrong idea and went nuts. even ended up losing the hand I made our promise with. Now I can't touch anything, or write anything, or hold hands with anyone.
I'm sorry. It was all my fault.
Poor Keith. Oh my gosh.
Why are you apologizing?
Keith also cannot, like, Keith having to deal with, like, the guilt of people getting hurt around him and feeling like it's his fault, too. Like, every character is just dealing with, like, their worst nightmare this ending. Especially
Don't
because Sophie died on
apologize.
his watch,
You didn't do
too.
anything wrong.
No, like, you don't even get it, Will.
It's all my fault. I reap what I sow. Isn't that right? Say something, Keith. Keith, wait! Don't go!
Yeah, of course he has to go. Bro, he's crashing out, too.
Keith! Keith!
Will, please calm down.
Let go! Let go of me! Keith! Come back! Keith!
Poor Will. Oh my god. My poor little hamster. My little bean.
That's why I told you to find him quickly.
Fuck off, old Billy. I don't need any of your bullshit.
You can't do anything alone. So going and doing that, you just lost the hands you need to hold anybody else's. But maybe it's for the best. If you stay in here, you'll be safe, even on your own.
Where's Pop? I want to see Pop.
Pop's gone.
I'm afraid he's passed away. But it's all right. I'm here. Mime and Murdoch and Misery, we're all here with you, just like old times. You shouldn't look out the window.
The hangman might be there.
Don't you remember? Out the window is the woods, and there, the hanged man is waiting for you.
Bad End 2. Oh, this is Bad End 2. Oh my gosh, we're going in order. Out of the window. Okay, and that'll lead us directly into Bad End. Oh wait. Ah, this one. That leads us directly into Bad End. Yes, Bad End 3, which is where you take or go back for Sophie, but you do not take the gun. You give the gun back to Keith. So let's see what happens.
Didn't I tell you to...
I have a feeling. Let's see if he hears Sophie again or if something else happens.
What was...
What?
You don't have to do
I was
that.
gonna say, Rob has to be fine though, because otherwise it just, if Rob dies or it gets hurt, it sets off that chain of events that leads to the hanging thing, which isn't gonna happen.
Man tormented you for years.
Rob. Ends with...
Why did this have to happen to us? It's completely irrational.
This is new, I think. Aww.
Ed, please, run away. You're a good man. I don't want you to suffer anymore.
I won't run. Rob, you can run. You're happy now, aren't you? You have a wife? A kid? if I make you and your family unhappy, I'll be really sad. I won't tell anyone you hid me. So, okay, Rob? Run away. I want to be happy too.
He's just going?
Will, I wanted to meet your talking rat.
Okay. That's like the least violent version of this scene that we've seen. Ed, he's turning himself in. Thank goodness. I lost sight of Pop after all. I'll come look for him tomorrow. Right now, I need to get out of here. Oh god. That was too peaceful of an ending. Something's gonna happen. They're not there. I'm like stressed a little. Keith! Sophie! Oh!
Will, oh, I'm so glad I found you. I was going around looking everywhere.
Why are you here?
Well, because we promised, duh. I said I'd come get you. Did you find your rat friend?
That's not important right now. There's a killer hiding out here.
What?
What? What are you...
Keith told me to get out right away. I'll come look for Pup later, so let's just hurry out of here.
Right.
Alright, come on. Come on, squad. I love that when Keith and Will walk together, Keith's the leader, but when Will and Sophie walk together, Sophie's still the leader. This... Oh, it doesn't collapse on her. Okay, thank God. Can we go through the shortcut? It'd be faster to go down to the first floor. Okay. That means something's gonna happen on the first floor. Like finding Ed.
Ed!
Is that him?
Shut up, Sophie! Oh my god, what are you saying?
Sophie, don't get in front of me!
Will.
Stay away! Keith!
Will, Sophie, get over here.
Further
Edward
over.
Hayes, do you know who I am?
A detective?
That's right. You've been here the whole time?
Yes.
I see. I didn't think I'd find you here. Everyone thought you were miles away by now.
I'm sorry. I'll go with you.
Will you now? That's good to hear.
But first, there's something I want to do. Could you wait a little while?
Can't do that. You're coming with me now, or else.
But...
Edward, you understand you've done something wrong. So you know what you should do, right? Right now, put what you have to do ahead of what you want to do.
Detective, please tell me something. Can I become happy?
Oh my gosh, guys. I literally could write a whole ass video essay on why I love Ed as a character. Like, I know he's meant to be like a villain, but like he's just very sympathetic to the point where like his psychology is very interesting. Very like it's like very understandable. Like his thought process is very understandable and like how he got there and everything. And it's just like so sad because like there's essentially like no happy ending for Ed, really.
I don't know.
I guess in the true ending, he does like go to jail, so you can assume he gets, you know, better and everything. But
But if you make up for your crime and work hard, then it's possible. It'll just take time.
I understand.
like even Keith's like putting his gun away because he's not a perceived threat.
Will, I didn't mean to hide it, but sorry for scaring you. I wish I could have met you a little sooner.
Ed?
No,
Let's go, Ed.
is that Rob?
Ah.
Rob! Stop! Don't do this anymore.
Hide them. And you're going to help us.
Rob,
Of course, because it was so peaceful, like the first part of the ending was so peaceful, it has to end in a double homicide.
I've made up my mind. I'm not abandoning you ever again. You killed our father because I left you behind. It was all my fault. Ed, escape with me. It'll be hard, but we might be able to get away. If you're going to hell, I'm coming with you. There's a car at the exit of the woods. Let's go, quickly. But first,
Rob, don't!
I know. Show me your bag. William Morton, huh? You came a long way. What kind of family you got? Parents? Voice box not working? Oh well, no need for you to talk. Just listen. You helped us hide their bodies. Understand that? You're our accomplice.
Brother.
If you go telling anybody about this, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth to kill you. Not just you, your family too. Even if the police get me, whatever it takes, however many years, I'll find you. You think that's irrational? So do I. Irrational things have made me and him suffer all our lives. If you let out this secret, you can consider yourself haunted by them too.
Rob's actually kind of fine. His like pixel his sprite doesn't really do him justice, but he's kind of hot. But you didn't hear that from me. And this is very serious content that's going on.
Of course I know it's not justified, but what of it?
The only thing is I can't imagine the amount of the amount of guilt Rob must feel to be able to basically he's basically abandoning his wife and kid now. Like that's the thing is how old is his kid? Like we don't know, right? But you're essentially you're essentially going with Ed and you're never able to go back to your family kind of thing. So you're in trying to save a person you abandoned, you're abandoning two more. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't stand this world anymore. I hate it all so much. I'll just take out anyone who tries to corner us.
And this is Rob's basically Will in the first ending. He's the cornered rat now.
Be a good grown-up, Will. Keep your mouth shut. If you do, you and your family can live in peace, too.
I'm sorry, Will.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, kiddo. Sure is snowing today.
He's walking so slowly.
What's the matter? Lost? Whoa, what's wrong? Hey, get up!
Will,
Cindy, is it? Seems your son collapsed near the woods. He had his student ID on him, so we contacted the school. But he's pretty weak and won't say a thing.
he's been gone since yesterday. I've been looking for him ever since. I can't believe he went out this far.
Huh, so he ran from home. Well, glad we found him. You're free to head on back now.
I'm not familiar with kids running away from home, but like there's no subsidiary anything if
Why
they
did
do
you
that?
disappear like that?
Like,
Why come to this town? Did you have some business here? You can't say.
I was gonna say, because she doesn't know that he knows about David.
I've run away from home before, when I was a little girl, you know? There wasn't much reason. I just wanted to see a new world. I hope that's what it was for you too.
Mom. I love you.
I love you too, honey.
And again, like that guilt too of like,
I can't tell anyone.
okay, I thought it was gonna autoplay, but like he can't say anything about what happened because like he's scared about something happening to him and his mom. But at the same time, like Richard and Helena both like lost a loved one and they're never coming back home, right? And like I feel like it'll get out where they were eventually because like Keith was working there, so obviously like they know. And like despite the fact that they hid the bodies, there was like blood trails leading up to it. So like they'll find them eventually. It's just a matter of time.
If I open my mouth, Mom will be in danger. If I keep it shut, I can go back to life as usual. It's the only thing I can do. Because I'm weak. So that's the only way I can protect Mom. I just ran away from home. That's all I did. That's right. I didn't see anything. And nothing happened. Deep in those woods.
Bad End 3, Deep Woods. Oh, poor baby. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the 3 bad endings. So we're gonna hop, skip, and jump on over to the true ending now, which, yippee! Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So we are continuing with, the true end. So there is a scene, a new scene in this room. So we're gonna watch that. But yeah, basically we're literally just picking up from building 4. Demons are coming from the shower room, from the hallway, and now even from this room. This place is hell. The screams of the dead echo here. The demons must be stopped at once. Demons, huh? He's like, I know what it's like to be a demon. My leg hurts so bad, oh my god. Ugh. Ouch. If David didn't write this letter, then who did? Come to think of it, there's an opening quote, but not a closing one. Maybe there's supposed to be more? Oh, Will, you detective, you. David seemed like a nice person. He hadn't changed at all since then. Oh my god, they met before! Oh, well, I think they met at the funeral, probably. I feel like that makes sense. Hoover, that guy at Dad's funeral back in the day? Yeah, okay. I wonder how old David is.
What are you doing there?
Here. Will's probably about maybe 5 or 6. His dad died when he was young, but like 5, yeah, probably like about 5 or 6. And Will's 14 years younger than David. Oh my god, so it's 8 years. Oh, so Will, so oh my god, so David's like 19. Like 19, 20 here.
There's a ladybug.
Hey, there sure is. It's cute. So, why are you here?
'Cause my dad died.
I wonder if David knows who Will is, but Will doesn't know who David is, kind of thing. Or if David's literally just approaching him because he's by himself and he's a little kid.
I see.
I don't really get it. What does it mean he died? Did Dad go somewhere?
He went above the sky, I guess.
If I took an airplane, could I go see him? I'm too scared to get on airplanes.
Poor baby, no! An airplane wouldn't have helped.
There's no need for that. You'll meet him someday.
What's it like above the sky? Can I get there too?
It's a good place, but you can't be going there yet. Only good men can go there.
Good man? Is Dad a good man?
Oh god, what a loaded question. Holy shit.
Can you tell me something? What kind of person was your dad? Did he play with you a lot?
Yeah, he played with me all the time. Dad likes to fish. He takes me with him, but it's sort of boring. But see, he drives me there, down to the lake. And I like cars, so it's really fun.
I see. Then your dad must be a good man.
Bro, David is such a fucking sweetheart because, oh my god, it'd be so, like, it would be so easy for him to just hate Will and Cindy and just, like, you know, just, like, be angry and be bitter. But, like, he's trying his best to, like, comfort Will right now. And, like, he's, you know, like, he reaches out to her because he wants to help Will. And just, like, oh, it's so sweet. And, like, he wants to be his brother. And it's like, oh my god. I love David, guys. David's such a sweetheart, honestly. Like, actually, just, he's so kind. He's such a kind soul.
I'm sure he's waiting for you there, above the sky. Once you become an adult, and a good man, it might be nice if you go visit him.
My name's Will. Actually, it's William, but everybody calls me Will. Who are you, mister?
I'm David. David Hoover. See you, Will.
It's honestly, it also is kind of weird to me that, that, like, David has his mom's last name, if that makes sense, because David's mom and dad were married when, like, they had David, so it's weird to me. Like, I know, like, it makes more sense for David to have his mom's last name and Will to have his mom's last name, that way, like, nobody's like, you have the same last name as dad, but, like, I don't know, it just seems, like, kind of, like, oh, you know, that was, like, foresight on David's mom's part. She's like, I got a bad feeling about this motherfucker. Anyways, I didn't want to come to this conclusion either, that David was the one who wrote this letter, but I can't think of anybody else who could have. Keith seems to know David pretty well. If he says David didn't write this, then that's probably true. Keith does know David pretty well. Oh my god, no, stop.
Now, thank you. I'm...
Keith! 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 Get up! Come on! What do I do? I need to get away from here. But...
Okay, so everything up until this point has been the exact same. I just want to see if Pop's gonna say anything a bit different. Otherwise, I'm just gonna cut this part out too, and then you won't even know that I'm saying this. It'll be a mystery.
Don't cry. Stop shaking.
Oh my gosh, see, Pop stays with him for this part instead of him being by himself.
You can do this. You gotta do this.
And that was Will's inner dialogue when he was going without Pop.
I know you can definitely do this. Yeah, show them, Will.
Thanks, Pop.
Go show them how you're not a useless brat.
Aww.
Will.
I wonder if that's meant to be a tie-in to the fact that, that Pop is inherently just a piece of Will's, like, imagination. Because, like, there's a really strong argument on both sides for both them being real and Will just being dialed into the occult versus, like, them being just figments of his imagination. Or it could be a little bit of both, you know? And, like, Pop being, like, Pop does kind of represent that part of his, like, kind of like his need to grow up, but also like kind of like his dad as well. Like kind of he represents a lot of that aspect of his personality.
Hey, asshole! You want to kill me?
I told you, you shouldn't.
Oh yeah? So what? I'm not gonna play.
Will!
Dumbass! This.
Oh, and this is different too. Okay, so Sophie's here. So I just skipped the run through the building because we've already seen me die there a million times. But so this is right after we still need to go through the woods part, but Sophie is back at the building. I was so worried I couldn't help but come back. But I wonder if Will is still here. I hope he doesn't yell at me like, "Don't come back." He may be cowardly, but he can get really get angry. Kind of cute in a small animal way, but
Mr. Keith, what happened? Those wounds.
Sophie, lend me a hand.
okay. I'll run as far away as I can, so I've got my time. Dead end.
Keith. There's no point. Ed. So the fact. But it's no. You can't keep. I need to get out of the room I've been in. Sacrificing some. You need to leave. Atone for your crime.
Help me. Dad. Please.
Even if you become. And someday. I'll.
Will,
Poor
are
Ed.
you okay?
Sophie!
I hope he's able to do the thing.
Keith!
You did good. Huh. That was pretty cool.
Will!
He's done. He's had it. Oh. Pop!
Ah, jeez, I can't stand to watch this. Don't cry.
Is this the first time you ever heard Pop talk?
Is somebody there?
Over here, Will.
Mr. Rat, you can talk?
So that means that, Pop is a real rat. I was gonna say, does Mom even know that he had a rat? But obviously she does, because it literally has a whole ass cage and everything.
Hey, Will. Why are you crying?
It's been a while since Dad died, but I still get really lonely sometimes. I think maybe I'll never see Dad again.
Hey now, what's crying going to do for you? Your dad's just gone on a long journey. You'll definitely meet him again someday. To get ready for then, you gotta be a real good man, Will.
A real good man?
I was just thinking about how he could escape from this cage, but I'll put that off. I'll be someone you can talk to for a while. So don't cry all by yourself, Will.
Pop was ready to beat it, but he's like, actually, you know what?
Your stories are always really funny. Oh, Billy talked to me a lot too, but it's a lot more fun talking with you.
Old Billy, eh? Of course that old man's preaching is boring.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Billy since you came. Or Mime, or Murdoch, or Misery.
Yeah, they won't be coming back no more, because I sort of came in their place.
What do you mean?
Meetings and farewells come in sets, and it'll be the same for me. Someday I'll leave your side.
You're going away?
Of course. After all, I'm a world-traveling super rat. Can't just sit still in one place. I'll stick with you for now because you're pitiful, but I'm planning to set out again soon.
Don't go. I don't want to be alone.
You won't be.
I'm lonely. Dad left me without saying anything. Mom might do the same thing. And people say I'm a weirdo who talks to nothing. I have a few friends at school, but I don't have any friends I could tell the truth to. I'm scared that someday I'll be really, really alone. If that happens, what should I do?
Will. Didn't I tell you? You gotta be a real good man.
Guys, I love Pop so much. He's such a sweetheart. I didn't realize that Pop came to him like when he was still this young.
A real good man knows there are hellos and goodbyes. He takes action and tries to see the world for himself. Sure, there's a lot of people who will leave you, but there'll be a lot of people you meet too, see? Hey, Will, you realize that? You're a real clever guy. You're not just a scaredy cat. You're super sensitive to your feelings and changes around you. You think hard about even the smallest things. You try to figure out what happens and why it's that way, and you give it a name and make it yours. Those are your treasures, the essential pillars of your world. But whatever you do, those pillars crumble. You gotta get new ones, or else you can't keep up with the world. You gotta meet lots of people, experience lots, and keep your world fresh. Do that and you'll never be alone. So listen, Will, you should never despair all alone. You can't hide in your own world.
You have to get out. Get out of the room.
When you're uneasy, you can always remember me, the super rat who gives your little self courage.
Pop.
I know, Pop. I knew this moment would come for a long time. It's time for us to part. I know that, but I hope you forgive me for still clinging on to you. It's just, I wanted to say goodbye.
That's fair. Oh my gosh, because yeah, Will never got to say goodbye.
Does your injury still hurt?
It's better when I'm moving around instead of sitting still. Maybe it hurt less if you gave it a little kiss.
Not in front of a child, honey.
He's not a child anymore.
Then I guess I can't say no.
Mwah.
That's right. I'm not a child, so do as you please.
So you're awake. How are you feeling?
My soul's hurt like hell.
I'll bet they do, after all that running around.
Are you okay? Should I call a doctor?
Are you Keith's wife?
Yes, I'm Helena. It's nice to meet you. Your mother's on her way here now. You can meet her soon. I'll go tell the doctor you woke up.
Thanks.
She seems nice.
There's no seems about it. She is.
Keith, what happened with Ed?
What did happen with Ed?
He confessed to his father's murder. He's being questioned now. Robert's seriously injured, but he's alive. We're waiting for him to regain consciousness. Their trial will be starting soon. You might need to give some testimony. Are you up for it?
I'll be okay. I can see what happened. David.
Keith, thanks for calling me.
You're late. He just woke up now. I'll step out for a second. Take over for me.
David. Ow!
Be gentle with him.
You idiot! What were you thinking? Disappearing without saying a thing.
But, I mean...
No buts. Do you know how long I was looking for you?
I caused you trouble, so...
Didn't you realize disappearing would make me worry more? You're like your father that way.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's talk a little. And don't run this time. Got it?
Not like you can really go anywhere this time.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes, okay. Some David Keith hangout time.
Thought you quit smoking.
It's been a long day.
This is my last one.
Seems he found this in his dad's possessions. Figured he didn't need it anymore, so I took it. This is what got him to come here. You wrote this letter, didn't you?
I knew that Keith was lying. Keith loves lying to Will to protect him.
Why do you think that?
It's your writing.
When have you seen my writing?
On the paperwork for the world's worst tour. Got a chance to see it after the fact.
The world's worst tour. What do you mean? Y'all had so much fun and made so many friends.
Why'd you write this to him? Were you trying to threaten him?
It's to his dad, not to him.
You got 1 out of 3. Yes, I'm the one who wrote that. But I didn't mean for it to be a threat. And most importantly, it wasn't addressed to Will. It was to my father. I really resented my father. I was 14 at the time. I couldn't forgive him for abandoning my frail mother.
Okay, I was close with the math.
But one day, when he sent pictures of his child, I had a thought. Sure, I resented my father, but was there any reason to resent this child? You're a demon child. Someday, you'll be burning in hell for your sins. That's only the first part. But you're blessed, because you had a blessed child. Your child gave you light, showed you the way. Go on, you pitiful man. No one's going to blame you anymore. Familiar with it? It's a quote from Detective Crawford, specifically the Hanged Man episode.
Hey, yo!
My father liked the show and watched it with me. I figured he would know the line, so I didn't even need to write the rest, but I did include the card as a hint. Any child should be blessed. They shouldn't be burdened with their parents' sins. These are words of celebration only he would understand. I just hesitated to write the celebratory part. It was sort of meant to be playful.
Oh my gosh, all of that over a misunderstanding.
I'm sure my father must have understood it. That's why he held on to it.
Why'd you call his mother?
It was about money. The money my father left before he left home. I hadn't touched it the whole time. I set aside some for my mom's funeral, but there was a lot left. Then, I remembered Will. Still in junior high, so I thought he might need money soon. Shirley told me I could do what I wanted with it, too. But before that, I wanted to tell Will about her father, so I called Cindy, but she refused me. She said it was too soon to tell Will what his dad did. But I talked with Cindy again earlier, and she understood. Because when Will finds the path he wants, she doesn't want him to have to give it up because of money.
You can just take the inheritance, you know. You're bound to need it sometime, too.
It's stubbornness, plain and simple. I felt like I should support my family with the money I earn, not my father's money.
Fuck that asshole.
Maybe in spring, I should invite him to a baseball game or something.
You should. Be friends. That'd be cute.
And if I went with Will to visit his grave, I wonder what our dad would think there in the afterlife.
I'm sure he'd be happy. It's about time for Will to take off. Not going to see him off?
I talked with him plenty earlier. I'm fine.
Right. Me? I'm not sure what I'll do.
What's the matter?
It doesn't feel good keeping secrets from kids. I get the urge to tell them the truth.
I don't think telling the truth is always a good thing, especially when it's to a kid.
Guess so.
Because of the fact that Pop's dead. Right? Yeah. Because that rat that Rob stomped was Pop.
Ugh, it's cold. I'll go on ahead.
Does he just like buy a random rat from a pet store or something? Like, what does he do?
Mom? Sorry for worrying you.
You're saying that now? I'm glad that I got to have a proper talk, though leaving without a word. The truth.
He's gotta say goodbye to all his Blorbos first.
Will,
Sophie,
good, I made it in time. You're leaving already?
I decided to go back home for now.
Ah, that's good. Did you find Pop? Oh, really? Too bad. I heard about you and David. Did you talk with him?
You bet he did.
Yeah,
What did he say?
if it's fine with you, you can...
What are you saying? David said that because that's what he wants. Or is it because you don't want that?
No. It made me really happy. Sophie, thanks for everything. For helping me out.
You should really look at people when you thank them.
Stop it! Don't touch me, you dummy!
You're embarrassing him.
Sorry to butt in, you two.
What is it, Mr. Keith?
I'm sorry we couldn't find your rat.
It's okay.
Oh. Oh. So in the good ending...
Pop told me all the time. I'm a world-traveling super rat. Can't just sit still in one place. He stayed with me because he pitied me. But maybe he thinks better of me after this. So I'm sure Pop set out on his way. I'm guessing Pop won't come back. But maybe somewhere far away we'll meet again. It's really sad to think of it as a final goodbye. But by the time we meet again, I'll be a good man who he won't be ashamed to call his friend.
Right. That sounds good to me.
Oh my gosh.
Cold out here. David said once it warms up, he wants to go to a baseball game with you. So come back in spring.
Give me a call when you come visit. I'll tell you all the good places in town that aren't those creepy woods.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh. Will shook. What does he see? my gosh! There he is! That's his goodbye. He got his goodbye. That's so sweet. Sometimes I like to imagine that tiny little rat, his tiny little body full of big dreams, going anywhere and everywhere on his journey. Ah! Guys! Tiny rat journey! Hit the credits. End credits. How did... Oh, little sprites walk across the screen too. How did we not get an achievement for getting good at 2, but we got one for getting good at 1? That's crazy. Oh, these are like, they're like OG sprites too. This is like Crooked Man, Sandman. Is Keith gonna be in his Boogeyman attire? Yes! And that's before all of the bad shit happened. He's literally in his like coat still, and shirt is not covered in blood. Of course, Keith doesn't want to walk behind Sophie. He's like, I'll just walk next to you guys. I'm not, I'm not with you guys. Bye, Pop. And that's like the meetings and partings. Like he's saying goodbye to Pop, but he met Sophie, Keith, and David. Those are like the meetings he did. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god. Oh, I love this series. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on Pop while I say, oh no, he's gone. Um, this is the end of the Strange Men series. Oh, the little lily pad. He's so cute. This is the end of the Strange Men series. There's supposedly gonna be 2 more, like, kind of side entries coming out, but, nothing definitive for when they're actually coming out. And it's been so long since they were announced that who knows, right? But Pedestal came out recently, and that was announced super far in advance too. So it's always a possibility. I don't know how the author is doing and everything, because I know that they have like health issues and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that was a thing back a while ago, like health and life stuff going on. Everybody does. So we'll see if there's more. But for right now, Strange Men series is over. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is one of like my most favorite series of all time. I really love it. It's just it was always something that like really just hit home with me when I played it, like at the time that I did, especially like Crooked Man in particular. So yeah, I really was really excited to revisit it. But yeah, I'm gonna go through some of the bios and stuff because I want to check people's heights, but for the most part, this is kind of the end of the series. So thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me the whole time if you did. Yeah. Congratulations on getting the second good ending. As a bonus, there are character bios, descriptions of the other games, and messages from the voice actors. Please enjoy. Let's see. I want to check the character bios. I want to know how tall Will is. Oh, they don't put heights in this one? Okay, his father died when he was 6. See, I was pretty good with the math. Age 14, protagonist, David's little brother from another mother. Cowardly, but he can get angry, very sensitive and imaginative. His father died when he was 6, so he lives with his mother. Since talking to the hangman, he became able to converse with strange entities. Strongly distrusts other people and doesn't speak his thoughts even to his mother or friends. Saved Pop from a mousetrap in elementary school and has been with him since. By the way, he figured if he got a call from his mom, he'd chicken out and come back home, so he left his phone at home. Pop, age unknown, a self-described world-traveling super rat. That's why Will didn't have a phone this whole time. Apparently travels the world, so he knows a lot. Will's best friend, who he rescued from a mousetrap. When he got caught, his right leg got a little crooked and some fur came off. He teaches Will various things from a place of experience. Age 23, Edward's 23, okay. A young man with a stutter. He has a gentle personality and likes animals, but he trusts in rules of his own devising and snaps when they're violated. At a young age, his alcoholic father lost his job and they were driven out of their rented house, so they stayed at a deep woods shelter for about a year. After killing his father, he hid there with his brother's help. After his arrest, he's charged with third-degree murder and receives a 10-year sentence. Okay. Age 27. So, 4 years older. Okay. Edward's older brother. Nervous but thoughtful of his brother, has a habit of looking away from people when he lies. Really? You know what? That actually makes sense because he did that with Will. After graduating middle school, he got a job at a factory to escape his violent alcoholic father. He's currently married and his wife is pregnant. Oh, okay, so he doesn't actually have a kid. Since he left Ed behind with their father, he blames himself for the murder and thus wanted to somehow let Ed go free. After Ed's arrest, he's found guilty of aiding in his escape and gets 3 years of hard labor. Age 38, Keith Bearing, my king, the boogeyman's protagonist, a detective in the larceny and homicide division. Calm and not fazed by anything with a sharp tongue. He's married and his only son died in a traffic accident. David's occasional drinking buddy, also a client of Sophie's father, so he's involved with the family. Assigned investigation of the murder of Edward's father, he went in search of Edward's whereabouts. Tracing his history led him to Deep Woods Hospital, where he decided to look for clues to track him down. I love that Keith's the only one that calls him Edward. Everybody else just calls him Ed. Age 18, the Sandman's protagonist, a college student, smart and cheerful. She works with her friend Reagan at Mary's Kitchen. In the past, her heart was broken by David, but she now gets along with him as a friend. Her father works at a credit company and Keith is his client, so they interact, but often quarrel as he says mean things to her. David asks her to help look for Will, and she finds her way to Deep Woods Hospital thanks to a witness account. Age 28, the Crooked Man's protagonist. I actually thought that he was 27, which is what all my math was being based off of, which is why I was a year off on everything, but I was close. Will's older brother from another mother. He's kind, but unlucky. His father had an affair and a child, so he divorced and died 6 years after Will was born. He lived with his mother for a long time, but she died from a brain tumor. He's married, but during this game, his wife is out abroad training for work. Friends with Sophie, the two of them and his wife all get along well. Knows Keith from a prior incident and now occasionally goes drinking with him. Age 36, Will's mother. Wait, gotta do this math. 22? Okay. Ooh, 22. And, oh my god. And David's 14? David was 14 when the dad left? How the fuck old is David's dad? Holy shit. Oh my god, wait, because that means that he had a kid 14. That means he had a kid. He had a kid 28. He had a kid. He had his first kid when Cindy was 8 years old. That's nuts. Oh my god. A novelist, but she gives English lectures for foreigners as a side job. Barely gets by, though she has a hardy personality, so she's managing. When she married David's father, she didn't know he had a wife and child, and only learned about everything once he died. When she talked to David over the phone, she didn't want to tell Will about his father, and thus refused David's offer to pay for college. But this is resolved at the end of the game. Yay! Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna listen to the voice actor stuff on my own, but thank you so much for watching. Again, so excited to be done with this Strange series and see what else we do next. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.